Good afternoon, Prime Minister. Rachel Aiello, CTV News. You're 2 seats shy of 1, but should Canadians expect you to govern like you have a majority?
Thank you for the question. We ran a very clear campaign on our priorities, standing up to the U.S., getting the best possible relationship, security and economic relationship, but then at the core, building the strongest economy in the G7 economy that works for everyone. I enumerated just now some of those, what that translates into specific priorities. You'll hear more of those translations in the speech from the throne, but you will be able to guess what they are, having followed the campaign and what Canadians voted for. I'll remind, not you'll know this, but those watching, we received more votes than anyone else in any election. We are in a position where we have cabinet members from all the provinces. I'm very proud of that, and a cabinet member from full cabinet member from the territories. So we're governing for all Canadians, all regions, with a strong and clear mandate that came out of the election, and that's how we will govern.
Thank you. And so what does tangible progress look like for you when it comes to addressing cost of living concerns in this country? And will there be a barometer such as public mandate letters for Canadians to hold you accountable to?
Well, I think the way Canadians will hold account by their experience at the grocery store, when they're paying their electricity bill, when they or their children are looking for a place to live. So it will be their experiences how they will they will form those judgments, and then of course accountability comes at the ballot box. Mandate letters, cabinets, cabinet discussions, legislation, regulation, these are just steps to accomplish those ultimate goals. And it's what the experience is of Canadians, Canadian families. That's how they will judge cost of living. I will say one other thing, but there are 2 elements to cost of living. One is the actual cost of things, and the other is, are people's salaries growing? Is their take-home pay increasing? Can they find jobs readily? And those last aspects, we have to focus on those aspects as well. We can act most quickly, most immediately with the middle-class tax cut, which is, as I said in my remarks, we will act by Canada Day. Parliament has to approve it. We'll have to find 2 extra votes in order to get that. But we clearly campaigned on that, and we'll put that forth. But more broadly, what we need to do is build this economy, create great jobs for Canadians. At the same time, costs are held under control. But it's really about jobs and growth in incomes that will help all Canadians get ahead.
Next question, Push and Kissam.
Sarah Ritchie with the Canadian Press. Given what you just said about trying to find 2 extra votes in Parliament, what efforts are you and your team making to sort of more permanently find those 2 extra votes from other caucuses?
Yeah, maybe I didn't say this quite as explicitly, but I will now, which is that we campaigned hard, we campaigned clearly, we had more than 100 events, we answered media questions at all our events, and gave a very clear platform. So we have a strong mandate. We're going to focus on the issues that are at the core of that mandate. Of course, we'll work with parliamentarians and we'll work with the provinces to move things forward. But we've been elected to do a job. We intend to do it quickly and forcefully. In other words, we have to address this crisis with the Americans, and we have to address the very real challenges in our economy, and we will do that. Ms. Hillman.
Next question.
Good afternoon, Prime Minister. Gillian Piper with Global News. Interim NDP leader Don Davies told Global News that your government was reaching out and calling NDP individuals about trying to poach them to join your party. Are you trying to poach NDP MPs to join the Liberals?
Look, as I said a moment ago, we have a clear mandate. We'll work towards that clear mandate. We're always interested in working with parliamentarians from any of the opposition parties to support that mandate. Obviously, those discussions will intensify as Parliament returns in the course of the next. Well, it's less than 2 weeks. So clear mandate. Focus on those. Speech from the throne will be quite clear in terms of our priorities. We'll work with Parliament.
Thank you.